People who get upset about pronouns like this in this video that we're going to be talking about are definitely just putting on a show a little bit so people can find them that have the same views as them. They say one thing like this and then they can get all these other people to talk about it, and then you get, the 40-50% of people that agree with what they're saying to go follow them, and then they get an influx of followers and subscribers, and at the end of the day, that's all it is. This person can yell and scream and get upset about something, but at the end of the day, they don't really care.
I love nothing more than, with all of that laid out in front of me, I love nothing more than to be dragged out at every conceivable opportunity so you in current dayers.
He starts off by saying all this stuff about immersion and how it's being modernized for having pronouns in the game, for having more than just a male or female selection on pronouns. Hey, I don't know if he knows this or if you know this. He's talking about the video game called StarField. It takes place in the year 2338. So many years from the year that we're in now. And this is also in space. StarField is in space. Do you think aliens are just going to have a male and female pronoun for them? Do you think that if there was aliens, right? If we were able to space travel and see aliens and talk to aliens, they'd just be like, yeah, we're male or female. This word that humans made up, this thing that is just a word. But yet you get upset that when you're picking your pronouns on a video game, they can move the slider a couple to the left or a couple to the right, or just give a middle option. If there was a they, them option and nothing else, then this person would still be upset. But it doesn't make sense what they're saying, because this doesn't take place in the year 2023. It takes place in the future. So how is this modern daying anybody? Do you want back in time future? How the f does that even work? What are you even talking about when you say that? That doesn't even make sense.
You're boring! You're fucking dull! You have nothing to say! You are a one-hived mind twat waffle!
Then he says this stuff about it being boring. I cannot fathom what he means by that. Most of what he's saying in this rant doesn't make sense, and it's just getting upset about something. So people who are anti pronouns and gender identity and everything will find him and like him. But what is he even saying? When you look at it, how is it boring to have multiple gender identities in a video game? I would like to know. I would like someone to lay that out for me and give me that information as to why that would be boring. Oh, we're going to go against the grain and just give male or female pronouns. We're going against the grain when we do that.
You wonder why people are getting so...
People have the right to be immersed in video games, which classically they're not, right? Like people with gender identities other than male or female are not. They don't have that opportunity. And the fact that a game so big like StarField would want to give them that opportunity is amazing to me. People like this love to complain that they're being held down and held back by this, right? When in reality, they're not. I know it's hard, right? People are different from you. And that can just be really unfair. People can decide what they want to be. And that's so different than when you were hitting the ball with a stick. When you were a kid and you were going through with your British friends and trying to sell newspapers in the streets. I can't imagine how hard it is for you to realize that the world is changing. And I'm so sorry that you have to go through this. Okay, I'm sorry. Feels like that's how people like this want to be talked to. Like babies, okay? That they feel like they're being oppressed. They're being oppressed by options, okay? They're being oppressed by that slider moving a little to the left or a little to the right. Right? They're being oppressed by that. It's them. Okay? That video's pretty much done. He just screams and complains more about it for another, like, minute. It's the same stuff repeated over and over again. It's boring. It's dull. It's because it's safe, I think is what he means, right? Because it's safe. But if they didn't add multiple pronouns, maybe a couple of people would care. But the fact that they did add pronouns, more people are upset by that, I would say, than if there wasn't options. Because if there wasn't options, it would just be normal. Or if they just had character 1, character 2, and it was a more feminine person and a more male person. I don't think people would care. I don't. Maybe you'd have some articles about that, which is fair, because sometimes people like that do get upset 100%. But at the end of the day, you would see a lot less backlash than you're getting now. Hell, even one of the biggest streamers in the world, Dr.Disrespect, was complaining about it because he also sucks. He loves to preach about traditional values, but also cheated on his wife multiple times. So, I don't know how traditional that is, Doctor.
And I want to be transparent that I've been unfaithful. And
I watched his actual StarField review. First off, if you want to talk about boring, if you want to talk about dull, watch one of his reviews. Very boring. Just yells and gets upset about something and talks like this into the camera. Okay. His actual critique's very valid. Very valid. I completely actually agree with a lot of the stuff he was saying about the game. And then he again shows his rant about pronouns again. This rant that he did on stream, and talks about him again, and talks about how he's being canceled. You're not being canceled, right? Your fans that you already had are gonna stay your fans because this is how you are. Look at your Twitter. These opinions are getting them nailed to the cross. Oh man, people are gonna start getting so mad at him for having the same dog whistle conservative opinions. Wow. You're not different. You're not special enough to have actually people be super upset at you. I think more people think, one, your video is funny of you crying and getting upset. It is funny. It's a funny watch. You should definitely watch the whole 2-minute video about him yelling into his camera and taking his headphones off like he's fucking Slim Shady in the recording room. Very funny.
It's nothing I love more. Taking my headphones off. Fuck that.
Hi, my name is Eminem. Your girl wanted Eminem, so I gave her an Eminem.
And two, right? People just seem more annoyed at you and think you're kind of a joke. And people that are upset about this will forget about you, right? I have to make this video so quickly because in a week, you're not gonna matter. StarField and Bethesda are gonna make $1 billion. And in a week, you're going to have your same fans, your same people that love to say the same stuff to you, and you talk about hive mind, you talk about sheeps, but you guys all talking to yourselves about the same stuff and about how different and how you're the strong ones, so you're fighting the woke army. Okay, do it. I honest to God, think people who don't think like that, like me, should just let these people die. I'm talking about this because it's funny at the end of the day. Am I upset because you said this stuff? Yeah, a little. But at the end of the day, I just kind of think it's funny. I think it's funny how sad you are. I do. You're never going to watch this video. I don't care. But you do care that people watch you. And your morals and stuff go to the wayside so you can have more people with these awful opinions that only put people down that are already marginalized. I think his other critiques of this game are fair. I think him ranting about the pronouns is funny. I think he should definitely get a reality check. And at the end of the day, recognize that if this is what has to keep him afloat and get him new fans and influxes of fans, it's sad. You know, you've always been like this, but it's sad that you have to kind of put people down just so more people will come and watch you. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you like this video, subscribe. If you didn't like it, write me a hate comment. Tell me you hate me. Tell me you think I'm the worst person in the world. And, then, help my video get retention up. That'd be great. It'd be great if you just left a bunch of hate comments because you didn't actually listen to what I said in the video. I would love that. Love it. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.